PHPRunner, like a bridge, silent architect, building up the future where the code once wrecked. A painter with no brush, yet it paints with ease. A symphony of data, flowing like the breeze. The canvas is bare, but it calls your name. Come and create, you're not the same. No need to fight, no tangled threads. Just weave the web where logic treads. A click of choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. From grids to charts, from lists to views, turns the complex into simple cues. No more struggle with code, so rare, invisible now, but everywhere. For the dreamer, the artist, the coder too, PHPRunner whispers, your vision's true. No more wrestling with the syntax maze, just create and let the platform blaze. Or click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. For the novice or expert to see a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. For the novice or expert you'll see, a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic is simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. Click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHPRunner guides you to the light. Yeah, PHPRunner guides you to the light. In a world where your dreams take flight. Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Welcome to livestream 16 here on PHPRunner Tips and Tricks. It's currently 7 p.m. here in South Africa. Let me know where you are from. Maybe type your time, what time it is for you, and I just want to see who is watching and from which country and so on. Okay, I want to just remind you also that you can become a member for as little as $1 per month by just clicking the button underneath the video somewhere. It should say join. The join button is how you become a member. It's gonna charge you $1 per month, and you can cancel any time, obviously. So it's just for me. It will support me, and we will keep going strong with this channel. Okay, so let me quickly start by sharing some information. I want to give you an update on the PHPRunner coding partner AI model I am working on. So okay, here I have the same model from the other day. Actually, I'm going to use the orders table. I just want to explain the scenario first quickly. That is, I received a request from one of my old customers, just a quick small little thing that they needed me to do, and So instead of sharing their actual live application, or I'm gonna try and replicate everything here on because it's quite simple on version 11. Let's see how version 11 handle all of this. So here's the thing. They here on the let me go over to the designer page. You will see I'm on the orders, and order status have a status ID in the status tab over here. So this is a lookup wizard, and the data is actually coming from order underscore status, and that's where the actual value or the name is stored, and this is also set up as a radio button. Okay, so yeah, I can show you quickly. In the database we have the orders underscore status here, and you will see the numbers here 0, 1, 2 and 3, and new, invoiced and shipped and closed is the corresponding values. Now on the actual orders table, you will see that the very last column is actually the status ID, and it contains only the value, obviously 3 to 0 or whatever. So that's simple stuff. I mean, this is how the link works. So in PHPRunner, I've set it up correctly to read the values for us, and nothing really strange about that as of yet. So the add page looks exactly the same as the edit page. There's no difference. All right, so let me save. I'm going to build the project, and currently just want to show you what's going on. Okay, so here, let me just quickly sign on again. I'm sorry, I'm not signed on at the moment. Okay, let's go to the orders table. Now, if you go to the add new page, and I go to this, others doesn't matter. This is what the field look like now. New, invoice, you see all of the, and it's all a radio button, and I'm on the add new page. Okay, now the request is, if you go to an edit page, this is what the customer wanted. They want to see exactly new and invoice that I have now here on top. That was different values for the customer, but new and invoice, they want to have it disabled, not removed. Disabled only. They want it to show up, but you can't click on it. They want it to be disabled. So I honestly did not know how to do it. They asked me, can you do it? And I'm like, I'll have to come back to you. I will have to check first. I don't know if I can do that, but I was sure there was a way, and my AI model I'm training most definitely don't know how to do this. So I decided to go to Gemini. I'm using Gemini, and you see the new chat there on top. I was actually I thought I was doing a new chat. We was asking the basic Gemini model the question: how would you disable input type radio? Okay, and but this thing defaulted. I was by accident. I was on my model, PHPRunner coding partner, and I asked it this question: how to disable? I didn't even mention PHPRunner, and it's. And I start reading, and that certainly can help you, blah, 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 radio button. And when I got to the word PHPRunner, I realized, oh my goodness, I asked the wrong model. I didn't want to ask my model. I wanted to ask the default Gemini model. But anyway, it's not even a good prompt even. It's a bad prompt even. And so, shocked by this, I was like, okay, let's see. But at this point in time, I'm like, there's no way this model can know how to do this. I'm convinced. And give me an overview of a solution, and we're going to use the JavaScript onload event, and it all the properties true, and over there you can pause the video actually and read it if you want to. I'm just scrolling over it quickly, and open your PHPRunner project. It navigate to the page for your button, okay, and it basically just tell you how to get to the JavaScript onload event and make sure that you are on the right page. And here's the code. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's just copy the code then, and let's give it a go. And that's exactly what I did. I copy the code, and I think you can also just copy it. It's better to copy it from the copy button wherever there's code in this thing. But anyway, and then step 3, it talks about customize your field name, and I'm like, oh, okay. And this is where I got shocked, because it knew exactly what to do. It says run, okay, first it's done very it's much in detail. Open up your application in the browser, go to the page where the radio button are displayed, and I thought, okay, let's do that, you know. And so anyway, I quickly want to paste the code here in the edit page, because I don't want it in the add page. The add page, there's other stuff going on that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to show you now. I'm gonna go to the JavaScript onload event, and I'm gonna paste the code that was given to me. Okay, now it says here I must change your field name. It was explained in detail. I don't know if you actually saw that. Here it is. Run your PHP application in the web browser. Basically open up your page, go to the page where the radio buttons are displayed, right click on it and go to the button, select inspect. All the steps, developer tools will open, and look at this. Look for input type radio tag, and it gave me a quite accurate example of what I might find. Radio underscore field name here. Okay. And so I thought, no way, this thing, I never trained it to do this. But anyway, let's go to the edit page. Let's go to inspect. Let's see if I can find what it's talking about. And I'm like, okay, there's the input type radio. That's what it talked about. And the name is radio underscore status ID underscore 1. Now I know that the underscore 1, I hope you can see this. Let me try and zoom in. Maybe it doesn't work so anyway, you can see there the underscore 1 I know is the page ID. So okay, I'm gonna copy this, but I'm not gonna copy the 1. I will copy everything to the underscore, but not the 1. I'm gonna Control C over here. I'm gonna copy that, and I'm gonna open up my project, and here I will paste the field name. But now I know the page ID is part of this function, thank goodness, and I can just say, okay, I'm gonna plus the page ID. Let's see how that goes. And I asked it actually many questions to change the code a lot and so on, but in the case of the customer actually who asked me that, I found that some of the values had spaces at the back, and it was the actual values. It wasn't IDs, it was actual values. So I asked it to fix it for me, and it added this piece of line of code for me. Radio value, you know, dot trim. Value.trim basically is basically just removing the spaces before or after the actual word or value there, which that quoted was actually for the customer. It's not in this project, obviously. Anyway, and then I asked to change the if statement, so to handle more than one value, and I changed the if statement also after I asked it to this. But now, in my case, I'm not looking for value quoted or value, you know, I'm looking for the actual, and this is also because I'm looking for two values, the OR operator. I'm looking for the actual value, which is 0 or 1. So it then say to disable the button, you just do that disabled equals true, and optionally you can make it look disabled by changing the style. And I'm like, what the heck? And okay, let's remove this. I want to see what it does actually. Okay, and that's it. In my case, I'm using obviously the numbers, and in the customer case I had to use the actual words. No real difference. Okay, so let's save the project. Let's just build the project. Now I have the JavaScript enabled here, and let's just close this as well. I'm gonna go back to list so everything can refresh. Let's go to the add new page and status, and everything is available. Okay, back to list. Let's edit any record. Go to the status, and there you have it. New and invoiced is disabled. Only on the edit page. And that small piece of JavaScript code, and it was all explained to me by the model with no issues whatsoever. So I think what I'm trying to say, the conclusion here, look at this thing. It wasn't supposed to know this. I didn't train it to know this information. It knows more about PHPRunner than I do. I think I largely underestimated the power of AI. So it's almost like this model is showing off and tell me, don't stop trying and train me stuff that I already know, you know, something like that. So there it was giving me the OR operator, and yeah, it came up with amendment of the actual code. This is where I asked it to use more, to test for more than one value, and it's basically was nailing it, and I was so shocked by this. So my conclusion is, I think I'm gonna use my little coding partner because I enjoy it, but it's not. You can just simply go to any AI. You can go to normal open AI. What's it called now? ChatGPT, and go and see how much that AI knows about PHPRunner already, and it will guide you step by step on things that you don't know. So it's the only reason I went for Gemini is because it's such an amazing platform. It's a Google platform, and you have the ability to train stuff if you want to. But I think there's so much online information, you know, available, that these models doesn't need to train. They train themselves. So you just start something and say, I would recommend Gemini. Actually, it's a fantastic model, and it's actually not expensive at all. But I'm not gonna bother any further with this model to make it available and try and design something for PHPRunner like I said I was gonna do, because it's definitely not gonna work. I'm way too late for that. These AI models are much more capable than what I thought it was. So with that being said, thank you very much for being here and so on, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Hopefully you can use the code. I mean, use the code if you're in a similar situation one day, and let's see if there's anything in the chat I have to attend to. Thank you very much for your time. And okay, hold on, let me just go to the chat quick. Okay, let me see where I always struggle to find the chat. Here I got it. Any comments, anybody? Any comments? Normally I give it a couple of minutes. Are you disappointed that I'm not gonna continue with that AI, or are you actually happy to know that you can actually do it yourself? Any comments? Okay, it's very quiet tonight. Hopefully everything was fine. I will definitely go through this video. Hopefully it worked, else I'll have to redo it. Maybe I'll stutter less next time. But anyway, doesn't look like anybody wants to comment something now. Or at least for me, I don't see any comments. Thank you very much for those that may be live and watching this, and thank you for those who are watching this afterwards. I mean, it will be on the channel. So for being here, spending time with me, let me know in the normal comments what you think about this, and may you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, bye bye.